No! Yeah, that makes sense. Hey guys, it's Demo. Welcome back. Today, I've got a zero-ish type to hero video for you guys. You're going to see some clips killing some of Druid's biggest counters, including Ranger and Wizard. A bunch of other people die in this video too, which is great. You know, so I hit Demigod on my Druid. Expect an AP grind guide slash tips and tricks video soon. If you're a channel member, you'll get early access to it. Also working on a spawn rushing guide. So I made a new character that I could level up just for fun called I Spawn Rush. And you can kind of see how this video will end because I'm still wearing the gear here, but I just wanted to preface so you understand what's going to go on. I edited out some of the boring parts where I'm traveling. I'm doing a little bit more PvE than usual here to level up. So I cut all that bullshit out and we'll get right to the good stuff. Enjoy. All right, so we hop right in. I like to leave the very beginning of every round in so you guys can kind of see my route, see what I'm doing. I fucking hate spiders, so you know, even at the beginning of the round, I'll take the time to kill spider pods so I don't have to deal with it later. Jump through, I do my normal check, I look in the back, I see that the gates are open. That tells me somebody spawned here. I aggro the archer, but I'm not worried about it because I'm about to go through a door. Of course, he's here, he's already killing mobs, and he's trying to get some loot. I close the gap, turn into a bear, right click him once. He hits me, does almost no damage. He immediately second wins, which is a good play by him. He hits me again. I bully him, I left click, and he gets a pretty good block in, but, you know, there's just not much he can do. I'm just right clicking my ass off, hit him in the head. He's in full PDR build. This is a 124 lobby, and I was thinking, like, fuck, that guy has a decent amount of health. Look at this gear, guys. He's in all greens with max health. He's got an epic arming sword, so he was much more geared than me. Even though I do have gear on my other character, I just have like a random mismatch of stuff. You can see I have an agility ring on, I have a fucking strength back. So I just kind of threw some stuff on so that I could clear mobs faster. I think I'm level 8 or something in this video, and I wanted to just be able to go and clear mobs and level the character up so that I can get to level 20 and go right into high roller. So that's what I'm doing here, and I'm having PvP and having fun on the way. So I come in here, I clear out this archer because I hate this archer as well. He is a mega griefer, and I've died to him way too many times from the poison dot damage when I transfer into a rat when I'm PvPing around this area. God, I hate those mobs almost as much as I hate the spiders. So we're gonna go push south now and check that south spawn. As I open this door, I hear a noise coming from up ahead of me, so I think, okay, there's definitely a player up ahead killing mobs. I see him, and it's a ranger. So he's got his spear out. He knows I'm closing the gap. They love hitting you when you're in panther form. I don't have the gear that I need to cast the spells that I have, so I have bark skin on right now. So I roll bark skin and I try to get value out from it. He starts to run away. He hears me in bear form, so he puts his weapon away. He knows he's faster. He hears me transform, pulls out a spear, tries to zone me out, hoping that I dash right into his spear. I don't take the bait. He's kiting towards the door, which is what he should be doing, but I don't think he plays very well, if I remember correctly. So he hits me once. I lose a good amount of my health. I take a risky trade here. I should have reset before going in for this push here, but he was playing so defensive, I figured, okay, he probably doesn't have any super crazy gear. I get my reset in while looting. You should always get a Mending Grove down first before you loot. It'll top you back up in case you get third-partied. He's got just some random gear as well. I think I end up grabbing a ring here, and we cut forward to the next segment. So I pushed all the way down into the troll room here, and I hear Dreamfire's going off, and I saw this guy in the lobby, and I want that gear. This guy's in full Copperlight. He's got Grim Smiles on, so I get excited because I know this guy is low and he's fighting a rogue here. Then you see a little gap tech there. You can jump and chicken back up into that platform in case you fall down there. Super, super powerful in this room. So I'm just keeping tabs on these guys. I'm in Panther form in case I need to drop and dash in a different direction. You can change your direction mid-flight with Panther using your dash. Go back into my Blizzard form. I don't know, Blizzard form is another thing. Human form. I go into Bear. I get an awesome right click here. He Dream Fires because he's got, or not Dream Fire. I always say Dream Fire, but you know what I mean. He Dream Walks. Takes a ton of damage. Says that the Rogue gets a kill here. If he didn't kill him, the Dreamfire would have landed and gotten the kill. In the heat of the moment, I think to myself, okay, I killed him. Okay, so Rogue runs off. I think to myself, okay, Rogue might be low here. I clear this PvE. My goal right now is to scoop that loot, bro. I see that dead body there. I'm hyped. So I roll some protections on myself and I start going for it. Or I push up to the Rogue to zone him out, and I'm thinking I could drop on it. Sorry. It's hard to remember exactly what you did ahead of time. Okay, so he's doing his thing. I hear him locked into PvE, and I think to myself, okay, time to loot this guy. I dump all the other guys' shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck, this is taking forever. I thought I killed him, and then I look at the kill feed. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't kill this guy. The Rogue must have got poison on him before he transformed. So I hear this Rogue chugging, and if somebody's chugging a beer, that means they're gonna push, man. They want to fight while they have the buff up and get the extra strength damage. So I cancel the loot. I've got PvE on me, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, I don't know where the Rogue is. He might jump on me at any time, so I go into bear form and I just sit there. A lot of rogues will try to use that crossbow and just kind of chip you down, especially if they have poison weapon. It's in their best interest to try and use that magic damage against you. He has a lot of pots here. He starts throwing them. I think to myself, like, fuck you, dude. I throw my own. I totally miss because I never use those things. I'm really bad with them. So I start rolling protections. This Rogue sees me doing that, gets a little overzealous, hits me with the crossy out of form. I don't have Dreamwalk on this build because I'm only level 8. So I trade with him and I drop his ass. I'm hyped at this point. I'm almost dead. I start rolling protections, rolling heals, and I think to myself, fuck, it's time to camp. I gotta camp like right now. So I camp. I skip that, run over, loot him. While I'm looting, I'm doing a little bit of inventory management, thinking, okay, if I'm going to drop stuff, I'm going to get rid of this. I'm prepping the inventory movement. And then I'm taking my gear off and putting his gear on. Because I know this guy has much better gear than me. I saw it in the lobby, and I was excited to go hunt this guy down. This is, you know, I put out a little guide talking about like min-maxing for 124s, and I still think for Druid, min-maxing 124s is all about putting blues in every slot and stacking that strength because you can get more than Copperlight, but I ain't gonna be upset about a free full Copperlight set, right? So, loot this guy, I'm jazzed, and then we skip ahead. Alright, so coming into game number 2 here. Spawn in, I've got that nice Copperlight set on, I'm excited to use it. I'm min-max now because, you know, that guy did it for me. So, I rush south. I like to push along the east side of this module because there's less archers and bola things, and I can jump off this ledge here, swap, and get through the window before the bolas and archers get aggro on me. As you come around, be careful of the spike traps. Those spike traps are kind of in different places occasionally, and then depending where the mobs are pathing, sometimes you gotta take some chip damage to get through here. It's kind of annoying, but when you're spawn rushing, you really want to go as fast as you can and try to find that person. So I noticed door is missing here. I think that's kind of weird. I look inside, see the mobs are still active and unaggroed. I hear him fighting in here. He tries to run, drops into more mobs. I think that's a little bit weird on his point, but he's got a torch out. He's trying to run. He just knows that that he's outgeared here. I'm not sure if he saw the gear or what. He was a fighter. I thought he was a Slayer fighter, and then I realized he had a felling axe. So I'm not super even interested in looting the guy. I don't even think I loot that guy this round. So we keep ratting around, start healing ourselves back up to full, and I'm looking for new players. I hear something over to my right. I hear a mage throwing shit. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Or a mummy. I jump through, I see, oh, we got a cleric. I hear him channeling, so I swap into a bear form because I want to soak damage as a bear. I was a little worried that he was casting that spell. Looks like he was, so my thought process at this point is, okay, this cleric heard me and he prepped an AoE spell, so he anticipated the druid move. He's not a complete idiot. I jump around, dodge his attacks, I clear the PvE. One tip that I've really started using is just clear the PvE. Just take the time, clear the PvE. Most of the time the other player doesn't intervene. They like when you clear the PvE. Having a straight up fight without the mobs interfering is so much better for you, especially in gob caves as a druid. You do not want that poison on you randomly. So I bop him a couple times with the bear, he folds. Look at my health, guys. It's not even close. Now he's not super geared, I'm not like bragging or anything, but not even close. Alright, so a couple minutes later in that round, I'm on the prowl again. I head down to Cave Troll, clear some PvE, hate fighting with the PvE around, and out of nowhere comes an arrow, swap to Panther to gap close, go into Chicken, instantly go back into Bear, break the pot because you don't want that stuff in your way while you're fighting in a bear form, and he tries to kite it out. He's got a survival bow, he's wearing some agi gear. The guy's not an idiot. But you know, he's just got to make sure that he keeps space on the bear. You'll notice every time he shoots, I give my ass to the fighter, right? So I turn. You want to give him your ass. Ass equals limb shots, limb damage. So you're gonna take very light chip damage here. You notice that as soon as I get the high ground on him, jump into Panther to get the extra distance, back into Bear, close the gap, right click him a couple times, and he folds. Good try, buddy. GG's. So I'm looting him for a few seconds. And then you hear the druid's worst sound, or worst nightmare. Oh, fucking fireball. Dodge it. Use my dash to avoid the fireball. Cannot get hit when I'm already at a 80%. Little bit of a panic jump here. Missed the transform. Turn around, I see him coming up with charging a fireball. I think, oh fuck! I thought I was gonna die right there. Door explodes behind me, kind of like a movie, you know? Cool guys don't look at explosions. Go through the next one. Mob's already cleared here, which is really nice. Come through. There's a door, so I shut it. If this guy wants to waste all his fireballs chasing me through doors, that's a good thing for me. Shut this last door as I come into the room. Go into Panther, and I think, okay, it's time to tuck here. This guy is just W keying at me. I'm gonna tuck into the shadows, and I'm looking here to open without my dash so I can save my silence. Hit him with a couple bleeds. He panic jumps. I can tell he's got missiles in the pocket. I dash, even though it's point blank. Right click for the silence, interrupts his arcane missiles, gives me enough time to finish him off. And I mean, look at my health, guys. This wizard is criminally undergeared compared to me. They're by far Druid's biggest counter, so you really gotta outplay them, and I feel like I outplayed this guy pretty hard. It's very, very tough to kill wizards in today's meta. They just got a huge buff. They're your biggest counter. Luckily, in solos, they're pretty rare. In solos right now, it is Druid heaven, bro. You're fighting barbarians, fighters, left and right, all over the place, and you just mop those guys up, no problem. So that about wraps it up, guys. Let's count it out. We got fighter, ranger, druid, rogue, slayer, fighter, or like felling axe fighter, cleric, fighter, wizard. That's 8 kills. Thanks for watching.